Hello traders, it's Mr. C and today we are live. We are trading Bitcoin. 1 minute chart. This is Bitcoin 1 minute chart. We are having Nasdaq 1 minute chart. This is Nasdaq 144 ticks chart. If we look at the Nasdaq, the opening level of today's session is 20k 880, and from there the market have dropped, right? We have successfully retested the 20k mark, and we got a bell curve and the Bellcurve strategy around the key level, indicating a short scalp, right? So we can enter at the bell curve around the key level, and boom, up it goes. A great, nice scalping opportunity. So this is the Bellcurve strategy. When the market drops towards a 20k mark or another key level, a round number, and the bell curve is printed, that is the first sign of a potential reversal to the upside. And in this case we can see this extended move, and boom, a perfect entry that would have been, right? And the price comes back down a little bit, a pullback back down to the 20k mark, and boom, 40 points move to the upside from this bell curve. We have another great nice bell curve from this move all the way back down to the round number 19k 950, and from there the price is hovering upwards. But this price action is a little bit of a weakness in my eyes. It's not super clear. We have a lot of sellers still coming in this area. We are below the 20k mark, so I'm not 100% sure yet if the price will come back up and retest the opening of today. I need to see a little bit more of a bullish momentum coming in. Maybe we get that right now. We're breaking some highs, right? So maybe if we get a great pullback back down and we can maintain this intraday or intraday bullish trend channel right there, we can have great nice retest entry. We are still in this intraday bullish trend, but in the broader sense we are in a negative trend. So if we want to catch these moves, we have to take less risk, right? Since we have the trend against us, but we can still get nice move to the upside. So let's see if we get some buyers coming in at this point, or if this just was another way of taking more liquidity before making a new low. This trend channel is still intact. Let's readjust it a little bit. We're getting, but it's a weakness right now. Can be good. We still have some positive volume in this area. So let me enter a long position. Let's see, let me enter a long position in NAS. Since we still have some great volume coming in, we have volatility, we have great activity, and we are around this 20k mark. We're ranging downwards a little bit, so let's see if we can get a great entry. We come back down again, I will most probably enter. Alright, I am long Nasdaq from this area. Wow, instant profit, guys. Woo! Instant profit. That's cool. All right, so hopefully this will at least take out this high again. If not, I will most probably sell this at break even if we come back down, because at these levels we need to see some sort of momentum, strong buying or selling pressure. Otherwise it's easily to get swept out. So make sure to trail your position around these levels, and if you don't see that the momentum continues in the direction you have taken your trade, consider closing that position in a small profit or in a small loss or at break even, because otherwise a counter move is highly likely. So I took my entry right there. If we can't break this 20k mark and flush above this high now within a few minutes, I will consider taking my profit, just a small profit, just to reduce my market risk. I don't want to be exposed to a market that doesn't move in my favor, especially around these levels. So a small profit is better than a big loss, right? So, but I'm still holding this long right now, but I'm prepared to sell it if we don't get the move I'm looking for. We really need to get above this area quite quickly and sustain that momentum, right? That's super important around key levels. A counter move can happen in any time, so we really need to watch out. There we go, a little bit of positive sign, breaking internal high. All right, there we go, a new high was made. And if we look at the institutional pattern indicator in TradingView, we can see that the positive momentum is going stronger and stronger, and we can see how the long-term money flow is starting to shift bullish right now as well. But remember, we are still in this bearish trend, right? So this is a position with reduced size to not get squeezed out to the downside and have a lot of contracts if the trend continue downwards, right? So I'm long at this point. We are only 15 points profit, nothing to say hi to, but eventually if we break up, it can be a great trade back up to at least 2050 or even up to the opening level. So that's what we are waiting for. But as I said, if we don't see any move soon or within a few minutes, I will most probably sell most of my position, because around key levels we want to see the momentum to sustain in the favor of your trade. If the momentum fades at any point, a counter move is highly likely, and that can easily sweep you out easily. And momentum is actually breaking the threshold level right now in the institutional pattern indicator. That is also a sign of a little bit of overbought, but in this case it's a sign of strength, right? It's a sign of a little bit of bullish strength, that we had the power to come back up at the overbought level. If we look at this pullback, we didn't reach the overbought level, so this is a weak pullback, and this is a stronger pullback. So that is in favor for our long position right now. But this is a good sign for me that this move we are seeing is strong enough. And guys, yeah, did I tell you I'm long Bitcoin as well? I'm long Bitcoin as well. That's why I have it on the chart. My entry is right there when we retested this trend line. All right, there we go. Much happening right now. There we go. Let's see if we can get that move we are looking for. I really want to see like a flush and just some nice big bold candles going upwards. There we go. Nice. So now let's see if we can sustain the momentum. Will we see 20K again? Or will we see 50? That's up to the market to decide, but we are long. We are long. We are long, guys, and Bitcoin is going strong. Should we look at my profit on Bitcoin? So let's pull the Bitcoin trading up and see how much we are in profit. All right. We are in almost 20% up and 4,100 USDT. That's great, and we can see my enter right here and still going strong. I took 50x leverage on this trade. All right, and let's look at Nasdaq again. I have my position here. I want to monitoring even more closely. Bitcoin is going up, right, so I don't have to look at that so much. Nasdaq is more in a critical point for me, so I really need to monitor it even more. So Bitcoin is just going up, right, guys? That's for sure. But Nasdaq, oh, it's volatile, and you have to secure your profit at some point. Got a little bit of a pullback. I should probably take a little bit of profit right there. Okay, I took a little bit of profit right there. I'm happy with that. I'm super happy. So I took profit in this area. Let's mark it for transparency, right? When we break this low, that I took some profit right there. I have 50% left. So let's see if we can continue upwards or what's happening here in NAS. We didn't really make it all the way up to my mark, my 50 mark, but this is a great sign of a structure break. We broke this one, so the trend is still intact, right? But it's starting to be a little bit more of weakening. How many points did I make? All right, just 40 points. All right, now we are definitely in an area where the price should, if we are bullish, should reverse after this bold pullback. All right, we are back down at break even for my initial position, so I'm happy I took 50% off in this area. So I will just keep this going a little bit, because this move back down to 20k mark can easily fuel the market to make the next leg up, guys. But you never know. It's still a little bit of bearish order flow. You can see these bearish candles to the downside. So we need to get these turning green to be really bullish. Let's see. I will most probably, if we can't hold this one, I will sell the last 50% in a small loss or at break even. So this is my final call right now on this trade. I don't want to hold below this level, because that will most likely break this entire intraday bullish structure within this negative trend. So my final call for this trade is this low. We're getting a bell curve right around 20k mark. A little bit of a pullback is expected. Maybe this is what we got. But let's see. I'm still long, right? How about the Bitcoin trade? That is a fun one, right? So the idea behind this trade was, we are in a bullish trend, right? In the 1 minute chart, the price is just pushing upwards, and this is just a short-term retracement within that overall underlying bullish trend. So we have some nice institutional order flow all the way in this area. I see these candles, boom 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 boom. So that was one reason for thinking that this is the time to, let's see if I need to close this trade. All right, back to the Bitcoin trade. So we see these candles in the institutional order flow. They are bullish at this area. So I was starting to get bullish on Bitcoin again after this retracement. We got a little bit of pullback, momentum traders, momentum to the downside, but still nice bullish order flow, right? So I took my entry on the retest, had a little bit of a drawdown, but then we can see how the bearish momentum fades away and the price is moving upwards. And right now we are having a little bit of a pullback within this bullish trend, right? So I'm still long. And this is not a day trade in Bitcoin. I will most likely hold this trade a little bit longer, but my entry reasoning is basically what I said. Nice institutional order flow within this bullish trend in the 1 minute chart. We had a nice retracement going on for a few hours, and we got this nice peak back down, and boom, there we go. Super nice entry. All right, guys, let's look at NAS. Maybe I will sell this one very soon. The price is fluctuating a lot around the 20k mark. That is expected though. But we are rejecting the 20k mark right now. So a new low is most likely in the horizon if we can't get bullish momentum. So yeah, I'm still long 50%. my position. A nice little range right now. Nice little range. This is my Bitcoin trade. We can have a look at it again. 10% profit right now. 2,600 approximately. Let's look at Nasdaq. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. My stop loss is alive. There we go. There we go. Okay, I am out on NAS. The trade is over for me. It was still profit, right? Still profit for me. So let's see what's happening. This bullish structure is over in Nasdaq right now. And the Bitcoin, let's pull up the 15-minute chart. Bitcoin, we can see the retracement there. We entered and boom, there we go. Up it goes. So yeah, a little bit of selling pressure at this level in the institutional order flow. Probably most likely profit taking, right? But once this is done, the Bitcoin will continue upwards. And for now, I'm long Bitcoin. Let's pull up that trade one more time so you can see my profit. The profit is decreasing a little bit because the market is going down. I took 50x leverage and I entered with 25k on this trade. I deposit 50k into this account, this trading account, and we can see that I have almost half left, right? So I entered 25k to trade with, just to show you some real trades. And this is a nice sign as well. We can see how the volumes are picking up at this area, meaning we are in an interesting area where people are trading. We have more activity and most likely, and this is the areas where technical analysis works even better because we have more trade activity. That is one main factor for technical analysis to work properly. So let 12% profit on that one, almost 3k in profit on this Bitcoin trade. You never know, but since Bitcoin is overall quite strong bullish and not any signs of bearish momentum yet, so that's why I will consider holding this trade for a while. If we break above the 100k mark is coming, you know, that would skyrocket my profit as well. With the live profit going on right there, now it's 4k after this big candle. That's super nice, you know. You see how it goes up. We're breaking this high. Most probably it will be a few nice candles right now in Bitcoin that will skyrocket my profit a little bit. So let's analyze the institutional pattern indicator. We can see that we still have these nice columns. The volume order flow have been bullish all the time, right? And this red is just a minor pullback within that flow. So most likely this is just a profit taking. That's why the price were going down. And once the profit taking is over, the buyers comes in and boom, there we go. The price makes a new high. So this institutional pattern indicator can be really useful for analyzing the money flow and such in any market and any time frame. And if the institutional pattern is green like this and you get the red momentum move like this is just a pullback within this broader bullish order flow, right? So this is an area of re-entering or adding to your position, right? All right, guys, I think that's everything for today. I have made a few successful trades, still having my long in Bitcoin, right? I made a little bit of profit in Nasdaq, but that's it for today. And see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.